Hi, Mohammed.
Hi,
How are you?
thank you.
Hi, Diego. Should we be getting started? Hello, am I audible? Hi,
Am I?
Niladri.
No, maybe it's me then.
I can hear Tiago. Am I audible, folks? Check, check. Am I audible? Hello, am I audible now?
Hello? Am I
Hello.
audible?
Yes, Tiago, I can hear you.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay, you can hear me.
I can hear you, but I don't think you guys are able to hear me. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, seems Mohammed can hear me. What about Neeladri, Tiago? Are you able to hear me? Neeladri, do you want to try talking? Okay, seems some issues today with Zoom. Yeah, it's been 8 minutes now. Shall we get started? Tiago, if you're speaking, you are on mute.
You guys hear me?
Yes,
Okay, I
Neeladri, I
think
can
I
hear
can.
you.
Yeah.
You're able to hear me as well, right?
Yes. It seems, okay, Tiago, when you had audio issues, do you think if you're using Firefox, is that why maybe it was an issue? Because that's what my issue was, I think, this browser.
I have joined from the Zoom app.
Yeah, the Zoom app is working for me right now. Yes.
Okay. It's working for Mohammed. I mean, I think we can hear him whenever he spoke a couple of times. I think we should get started, right? It's been a
Yeah.
while now.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes, I can hear you.
I joined from Chrome and audio works.
Yes, exactly. It works through Chrome and it works through the app, but not through Firefox.
Ah.
But that's not the case for me. I have joined from the Zen browser, which is based on Chrome, based on Firefox, and everything's working fine.
Huh.
I don't know how.
Hmm. I guess it's that old thing. Nothing works, no one knows why, or everything works, no one knows why.
Or it could be
Yeah.
it works for me.
Yeah.
Someone should put.
Yeah, I never had this issue before. Yeah, don't know. Well,
I've had
anyway,
issues with Google Meetings on Firefox. I can't get them to connect to audio.
Really? I
Yeah,
do it usually with Firefox only, and for me it never felt a problem.
great. That also doesn't work on this one.
Okay.
this is why sometimes I miss Windows. I'll be quiet now before someone shoots me.
Okay, I think it's been almost 15 minutes, right? Around 13 minutes to be precise.
Yeah.
We can get started. Yeah, so there are a couple of updates I believe we could talk about. The first one is, of course, the project release status. So we are in the final stages of the release of OpenEBS 4.4, which will include each of the sub-engines, sub-projects engines having their own releases as well. I believe it should be 2.10 for Maya Store, I think. And uh, we are probably thinking of having the branch right today for Maya Store, which should uh, be the branch for the release. And if all goes well, if all the system testing happens well, I think we should have the release in the next couple of weeks. And this release has some really cool and interesting features like online disk pool expansion over the same underlying block device. We have a pool cordoning feature. Um, we have snapshot restore support on the LVM local PV. Then we have certain LVM scheduling decisions, PRs. Then we also have the support for the larger pool cluster size in this release. I believe we also have upgraded our HCD stack. We have taken care of the Bitnami related changes as well. So all in all, this is going to be a good release, and we should make the experience much smoother and better for our end users. Um, anything anyone would like to add on top of this with respect to the release?
Will the LVM clones make it to the release?
Snapshot restore, right?
Yes.
Yes, they will be a part of the release.
Nice.
And also the scheduling fixes. On this front, I guess one thing that we also need to come up with a plan is, um, will we be releasing a raw file local PV new release as well around this time, right? Is that something that is going to happen, or will we keep the raw file releases separated out for a while before we kind of integrate it with OpenEBS? What should be the call here?
It's already there, Vishnu.
Um, it's there as a part of the Helm. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm saying like, are we going to get a raw file release as well now, along with this OpenEBS 4.4? Or will we be using the existing released version of raw file?
I think we could probably have a new version because there's a lot of changes that happen. What do you think, Mohammed?
We don't have the product documentation on the OpenEBS website yet, but if we add the documents, it will be great. Also, my last change for making volume creation to happen in the background, I think it should get merged as well, but currently we have implemented the complete support for the snapshots and their restore. And we have deprecated the volume, the file system level snapshots, which were based on Butterfest snapshotting feature. Yeah, the users are only allowed to delete snapshots right now, so we can remove the feature completely right after.
Yeah, I'll I'll have a look at the PR. I think it's probably mergeable now. And then yes, we need to start thinking about documentation on the OpenEBS.io/docs for raw file.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure how do we do it today. I think do we have a I'm not sure if it's done in a way that it's easy to add another local engine. So we have overviews, configurations, and then we have advanced operations. The other thing we might need is supportability as well. So change the CLI tool or update the CLI tool to collect raw file logs and stuff.
Okay.
And then that should be it. Troubleshooting. Need to see if we need to add some troubleshooting. Yeah, I can try and make a list of all the items that we would need to add on the website, on the docs website, and I'll create a ticket for it.
Okay, that will be cool. So seems we'll be having a release of raw file as well, right? Like the next version, which will go along with OpenEBS 4.4.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Mohammed, you were saying something.
Something to add is that we have an issue for we have a feature request for adding a storage pool. So I think it will be moved to the next release. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would have to be on the future release 4.5, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, we should come up with a design for that too.
Yeah. But we can that won't stop us from releasing new versions of raw file in the interim. It just means they won't be integrated onto the Helm chart for OpenEBS until 4.5. But I think that shouldn't stop us from releasing newer versions as we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
It takes it takes much time, I think, to add the storage pool support, and yeah, we should skip for now.
Yeah.
Cool. I think the tentative timelines we are looking at is in the next couple of weeks, I believe, for the OpenEBS umbrella release to happen. Okay. Anything else on the release or on the feature set that we would want to talk about here?
Not necessarily on the release, but so how do I put it? So we currently have our OpenEBS E2E repo that is having some, mostly I think it's LVM tests and some ZFS, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if we can, I don't know exactly how it's implemented, but if we can carve out common functionality there, so that we could also add raw file as another target. Of course, there will be tests, of course, that are specific to a specific engine. But it'd be great if we could sort of have like these common tests that we could just choose, run against this specific, against any local engine, as a way of validating some of the common CSI functionality, right?
Yes, I guess that'll be good.
Yeah, because otherwise, if we have to write that again, it just seems a lot of effort for,
Yeah,
for the same thing, basically.
right. Besides the name of the repo, OpenEBS E2 kind of implies that it should be having tests for most of the local PBs, at least, since they all follow similar architecture.
Yeah. So we might need to add some ticket as well to see if we can check, or I guess I'll just talk to Rohan, see what's the current way that those tests are written. Are they targeting a specific engine? And if not, how easy would it be to make add the CSI driver name as a parameter, basically, so something like that, or a storage class as a parameter so like you can specify run against this, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great. We are running Kubernetes E2E tests, and they're just pains, I think. Since you don't know what it expects to provision or implement, and also there are too long running tests that are testing too much things that they're not needed sometimes.
Yeah, I also don't fully trust them, to be honest, because we had bugs there and they were passing.
Yeah, I think we had serialization bug and it was passing. I don't know how.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I had on the end-to-end side of things. Because I think as raw file is scaling up, we want to make sure that we have all the testing in place, and the documentation, as Mohammed said, to before we mark it as stable.
Right. I think that's very important. Minimum documentation and supportability we should be having, right? If you want to mark it as stable.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Which also brings us to the topic of updating the project releases, right? For maybe for 4.5 and also plan for the 4.6 as well, with some of these features or these requirements.
Yeah, should we start also creating not sure on the project, excuse me, on the GitHub project, we have OpenEBS 4.4, presumably. Do we have 4.5?
Yeah, that's what even I was mentioning. Yeah, let's check.
Right, so you mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Do we have 4.5? I think we don't have today 4.5. I see like
Yeah.
4.4 is what we have there. So we need to create one for 4.5. Yes, very much needed. Yeah. Let's probably plan this activity in the next couple of weeks. I think before the next meeting or next month's meeting, we should have this board ready, right? With all the
Yeah.
list of issues. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, sure. Okay. And yeah, I think generally there has been some movement finally on OpenEBS incubation application. So we now have been assigned a reviewer for our governance policies. So we are hoping to hear back from them whenever they are done with the reviews. So I believe this is one of the first steps on the path to incubation. Let's see how that goes. Keeping fingers crossed before the KubeCon. Yeah, I just had these two topics to talk about. Anyone wants to or have any more thoughts on this, on the incubation proposal or anything else?
Not related to this topic, but for the for the dependency management, we have just made our. I think we have just made our dependabot thing to to publish updates in groups. So they're more manageable right now. I think we should do it in other repos too. Yeah, it will just make
Yeah.
one PR per one week. So it has bug with multi ecosystem groups, but it is okay right now for package manager specific things.
Yeah.
Could you
That's
explain this?
something we don't have on, or do we? Do we have it on any of the other repos? Automated dependabot upgrade PRs or not at all? Niladri, do you know?
Sorry, what's the question?
Do we even have dependabots set up for raising PRs to update GitHub Actions or the packages?
No, not the
No.
action workflows. They are updated manually.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it'd be good to have it, definitely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, we don't have container scanning for our images. I think we should add them too somehow.
Yes, that's right. That one we definitely need. I think we had a look at, was it Trivy that
Yeah.
the canonical raw file fork is using? Is it Trivy or?
Yeah, it was trivial. When you
Yeah.
publish updates on the on the hub of Helm charts, I forgot its name.
Artifact Hub.
It will, yeah, Artifact Hub. Actually, thank you. Artifact Hub will automatically scan used images in the chart. So we have seen that we had a lot of bugs because we have downgraded our operating system previously. So we have upgraded it back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is becoming more and more important as, there's more OpenEBS adoption for production use cases. And also a question we had recently was about having FIPS compliant images although that I think is a harder question to some extent. Maybe for most pods they might be okay because they're control plane, so it might just be a case of using, FIPS, OpenSSL images and things like that. On the Maya store data plane specifically, I think that is a much harder question. And yeah, because in that case we would need, I believe, actual certification. So that's incredibly expensive, so we would not be able to do that on the open source. But we might be able to at least have images which use FIPS, what's it called? FIPS algorithms without being, validated for compliance. But at least that would allow whoever's using us to then, pay for the compliance verification. But in order to do that, we need to make sure that we are using FIPS valid algorithms and things like that. So
does this
it's,
topic
yeah,
also include like hardened images, or they are not related to this?
I'm not sure. What's a hardened image?
I think that's what most of these registry vendors are trying to sell now, right? They only say that they have hardened images of the base container images usually.
Right, where they verify all the dependencies and stuff.
All the dependencies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And dependencies, I think, is again another issue, not just on the container images, but on the Helm. Right. So for example, if we're pulling in Loki, we're pulling in etcd, we're pulling in NATS. Yeah, I mean, what if those dependencies don't have hardened images or FIPS images? But yeah, I don't know how far down the rabbit hole we want to go.
For the Helm images, for the images that we have used in Helm or other things, like for example, things or custom things that we have that they're versioned, we can use something called Revolate. I think if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It will just scan any file and you give it a, for example, a GitHub URL, GitHub project URL, or a, for example, pip package or any other thing, and it will submit a PR updating the version part in any file that you want. It will be useful for the home chart packages. Yeah, we are not upgrading the external provisioner and things like that automatically.
Yeah, those are all manual. But
I
those are
think
also
there's
tricky because sometimes they have to be on kind of a version sync. So upgrading those automatically might, I'm not sure. Although I guess if we go via the test before the PR merges anyway, then should be fine.
yeah, we actually will do the test before merging, but we need to have automatic updates. I think it's been a while since we haven't upgraded images. Although we have upgraded our Kubernetes client and things like that, everything should be compatible. But we haven't upgraded them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
for
so we need a
Rivolate,
ticket for this.
what I think for Rivolate, we need a actual self-hosted server or something like that to
Oh,
set up Rivolate there. I think that's what I understood from the docs. It might be changed, but yeah.
hmm. There might be something already. I don't know if they have any partnership with the CNCF.
Rivolate. Check out their docs. Rivolate. I'm typing wrong. And then I renovate. I made a mistake. Oh, I will send the link also here. So you can also check it out, but I think other projects are using it to uh, use to automatically update their dependencies. Yeah, they have cloud and self-hosted uh, thing. If you want to use their open source version, you have to self-host, but they have the community version, which is free. And yeah,
And it works on GitHub,
yeah.
their community. Yeah, so maybe we can use that. Let me also check if the CNCF has any partnership with them. No, doesn't look like it. Probably those projects just use the community then edition.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we should look into this as well.
Yeah, would be great.
Yeah, this is another ticket item. So the other slightly related one is, of course, Bitnami. We have to still set up a system to build Bitnami images if we want updated ones. For our dependencies, I use Bitnami.
Okay.
Although it would be good if we could see how some of the other projects are doing this, or if there's some community effort that we could join.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything since last month, so we need to have another look.
Mhm. Also, maybe in this KubeCon, there is an opportunity to get some more information, right, on that.
Yeah. Also, I think same thing is happening with MinIO. So we do have MinIO as a dependency for the Loki for distributed logging.
Yeah,
So I don't know if we'll have to do something there.
they're disabling their image and binary builds. They have disabled
Mm.
it.
Yeah, so we'll also have to build ourselves, just like Bitnami.
I think what if we, I don't know, if we use official things for the etcd, I think with a simple init container that fixes the permissions and things like that, I don't know, it can handle things like permission issues and things like that with the original image. So we can move to the official one. I don't know if they have the Helm chart or something like that, but we don't get the vendor lock there.
Yeah, we need to see what changes are done on the Bitnami Docker file to see if it's possible to do that with an init container. It's a good idea.
Yeah, for Minayo, we don't have any alternative except for, I think, Steph and Garage, which are not production
Yeah.
ready. I think Steph is too huge, too big, and Garage is not production ready. Or maybe we can disable Minayo completely and make users to provide their own AWS credentials. And yeah.
Yeah, I think that we might have documentation for that. They can specify their own S3 endpoints. So something like that.
Okay, yeah, that could always be an option, right?
Yeah.
Anything else to be discussed? Hi, Krishna. I saw that you also joined. Do you have anything to talk about? Any questions?
Hi, Vishnu. No, I don't have any questions. I was just listening and observing. No, I mean, no, there are no questions from my end.
All right. If there is no other topic to be discussed, we could end this call.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving, or sorry, Happy Halloween. I believe it's Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Cool.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.